So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill. DC. Check. Pilot, 64, weak. Kill. Turn up. Value 1. 5. 4 down.
Just beating the play clock is gone. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Check 26, bullet high. Kill.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Super one. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Yeah. Value three.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Check 31. I got motion.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Kill. Motion.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Watch the pass.
At the 26-yard line.
Five. Hey, check Mike 57. Here we go.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And his pass incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Value three. Mike, listen. Yo. Hey, Alpha. Watch 57. They gonna need some therapy after this. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go. Motion.
Here's Goff. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Rams 3.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 50, check 50. 14, find it. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Haywood. Gun.
On 2nd down, Love. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
76. Here we go. Super. Tighten up.
Goff. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
22. Got it. That's it. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Front left. Mike's 50. I'm coming after you.
Now it's Wilson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Maverick. Hey, watch the edge.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. On the stop, Breeland Speaks.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch twitch. Go.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Cut. My 20. Exit. Motion. Listen.
Now it's Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I'm going Tiger. 57's a Mike. Let's go one more. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 11. Merlin. Check. Lucky. Hey, look.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
57. We're good. I'm here all day. 57's the mic. Hey, echo. They can't hang with us.
Out of the gun, Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 39-yard
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Bryce Love as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
76.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
180. Louis. Check 52. Go, 12, let's go. Get him.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
All day, baby, all day.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Staying on the ground, it's Love. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Bang out.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Check. 18. He's checking. Crash. All go special. Check it. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Wahoo. Let's go, 4 down.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 29, Goff. He completes it to Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. DC. Check.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
12. Hey, shell. No. Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Gurley. And some room to work. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Switch. Shell. Watch out. Joker. Hey.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A 5-point game now, as here comes the kickoff.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Check.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. On the carry, it's Love. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Bryce Love His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Buck.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On second down, here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Complete to Todd Gurley. A gain of 26 yards. And a Rams first down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
2 times. 3 down. Louis. 3 down. Hey, check Mike 57. It's our time.
Now it's gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
12. 36 power.
At the 38-yard line.
He's coming, double up. Rush in. Hey.
Here's Love again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run with Love. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Go now. 12, 12, 12. Friday.
Here's Love. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Bryce Love. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is Love. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Bryce Love with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it on for his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hey, Charlie. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. All day. All day. Five.
A shotgun snap for Goff. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
57 to Mike.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And, oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
They are on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And the Ravens have opened things up there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Kill. Hey, alert.
Wilson wants to throw it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can go?
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Check 26, check 26.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.